Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land.
Nigeria is marking 65 years of independence, and as always, this anniversary stirs mixed feelings of pride, nostalgia, and a fair share of questions. Guardian TV took to the streets of Lagos to hear Nigerians reflect on the journey so far and share their hopes for a better future.
One thing that shocked me in Nigeria is that since we gained independence, we've enjoyed free education. But now, there is no free education in Nigeria. The high of school fees is very exorbitant. So parents are now paying a lot of school fees before they can get their children to school. So that is what is lacking in Nigeria now since when we have gotten independent. So there is no free education. Like me now, I'm a product of free education. During the time of Awolowo, Zikwe, so we are enjoying free education from primary school to secondary school. God will help us to change the leadership. If the leadership can have us in their mind, then things will go normal. Nigerian leaders doesn't have masses in mind, but it's only their own self alone, selfish interest. And that's what we are still battling up to today. If to say that they have our interest, Nigeria will move forward. Rise, O compatriots, Nigeria call obey, to serve our father's land with strength and faith.
Our government, we don't really have good governance. The government is shaky. Sometimes it will seem good and later it's not good. As at now, everything is just not how it's meant to be, and Nigeria is a great country with different natural resources. So I expect us to have better governance, and everyone in Nigeria is meant to have to live a good life. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Through tribe and tongue made thee fight. In brotherhood we stand, and that's all I know.
Well, I feel like a whole lot has been going on presently, especially on Twitter. So tribalism number one, and bigotry, it's quite embarrassing, to be honest. We should have moved beyond that. And I feel like that's like taking one step forward and 50 steps backward. It's quite embarrassing, to be honest. We as a country and nation, we should be thinking beyond that. We should think everybody is a Nigerian first. Before you think, oh, this person is Yoruba, this person is Igbo, this person is Hausa. And this person is a Nigerian first. And that's all that should matter. But at the moment, unfortunately, that's not it. And it's quite embarrassing, to be honest. One thing I would love my country, Nigeria, to be able to do differently now is the issue of political violence and then election violence. It's quite embarrassing that anytime there's elections, or there are elections rather, we tend to have some sort of election violence, and it keeps repeating itself in every election cycle, and it's quite embarrassing. So I feel like it's a thing we should change. There's a whole lot we need to change. There's a whole lot. But I feel like that should be number one, because, whosoever comes in through our elections determines the kind of progress or regress the country faces. So that should be number one, actually. No, I don't feel like our political leaders have the interest of the people at heart. A whole lot of policies that has been going on that has been affecting we the citizens negatively, not even positively. I don't want to go on camera and say one or two things about our current leadership before something will happen. So let me just keep mute on that. But a whole lot of policies that our leaders come up with, they tend to affect we the normal citizens negatively. So there's that. No, I cannot sing the first stanza of the new national anthem. I'm sorry. Here we go. Drum rolling. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
One thing that surprised me is the spirit of entrepreneurship in the country. Well, I mean the spirit of entrepreneur, the way business is going these days, because I'm an entrepreneur actually, and far back, and it's not just being to school. At least now, if you go to school now, you can do your business even right in school. And I've always had this mind. I love 8 to 5 job, but these days you see, before you graduate, a lot of us have our business already. So I think that's one thing for me that I really like. One thing I would want, I think, security, because I usually go out late to do some delivery, and if there's security, there's no time I can't go out. I think that's for me. Security is just one thing if they can, because I can't go outside Lagos. Like, I have phobia for leaving Lagos. If it has to be, I want to leave, but I will have to be scared. So I just feel security for me. I think one thing that I would want to see in Nigeria that would surprise me is, I think, security for me, because I think once security is there, I think everybody can do their business. You can go out, come in at any time. So security for me is okay.
As a young Nigerian, one thing that still surprised me is the fact that the country is not improving. That's, for me, they are not making any improvements. At least when a country keeps growing, they are aging, and the fact that you are aging and there's no improvement, things still remain the way they are right from when I was growing up. This saying that don't worry, go better, and like there's no changes. Instead, it's getting worse. That's just, for me, they are not changing. Even though every 4 years we change presidents, we do this, we do that, and nothing still changes. So even if they are voting, I just feel like people should go and vote. They'll do their own later. That's just the fact, and that's to me. And I feel like that's exactly how it works. If there is one thing I can change in Nigeria, I would have said the rulers, the people that rule the country, should be changed. But first of all, before you change people that rule, the people in the country themselves, are they ready to change? And there's this particular thing about Nigerians. No matter what the government or the president or whoever does, they flow easily with it. They can just tell you, no matter what, if things cost, God will help us, we'll be able to afford it. And trust me, they can fit into anything. And that's the reason why the government see us like, don't worry, whatever I do, I know my people, they can fit into anything. And first of all, if anything should be changed, first of all, the people of Nigeria, their mindsets are meant to be changed, firstly. And when their mindsets are being able to change, they can be able to understand the government that, okay, whatsoever the government is doing, when we don't want to flow with it, I think the government is going to improve. It is because the government understands that whatever I do, they can flow, so he does whatever he wants to do, and that is for me.
65 years down the line, the voices of Nigerians reminds us that independence is more than just a date. It's about reflection, humor, and above all, hope for a better future.